The Pit Explained, Season 1, Episode 4, 10 a.m. The Pit continues in near real time at Pittsburgh Trauma Medical Hospital. Dr. Robby, the senior attending, is 4 hours into his shift on the anniversary of his mentor Dr. Adamson's death. Charge nurse Dana Evans manages the floor. Senior residents Collins and Langdon supervise Mel, McKay, medical students Javadi and Whitaker, and intern Santos. This hour brings a dying man's farewell, an intern's near-fatal mistake, and the confirmation that Robby's composure is fracturing.
So, early this episode, Robby removes Spencer's breathing tube, the one that should never have gone in. Remember, the family overruled Spencer's advance directive 2 episodes ago. Collins was furious about it, and last episode they finally agreed to withdraw.
And Robby does something unexpected here. He introduces the family to a Hawaiian forgiveness practice. 4 phrases you say to someone who's dying. It gives them a framework when they don't know how to say goodbye.
But as the ritual begins, dream sharing memories, the room in pediatrics, Robby starts to crack. High-pitched ringing, racing heartbeat. He has to excuse himself and recover alone in a bathroom.
Second flashback this shift. Same room type where he treated Adamson during COVID.
Dana notices later, flags his coffee intake, his stress humor. He admits he's not sleeping.
The man holding this department together is coming apart.
And when Robby comes back, the ritual continues. Helen's turn is devastating. She admits she was embarrassed by her father's career building sets for a children's television show, distanced herself for years, and only now understands the world needed exactly who he was.
That's a 3-episode arc landing in one moment. From demanding intervention he didn't want, to letting go, to actually reckoning with the relationship. Spencer dies later in the hour after calling out his late wife's name.
Meanwhile, Santos makes a genuinely dangerous mistake. A festival rigger named Wendell Stone comes in with flail chest from a fallen speaker tower. His oxygen drops and Santos puts him on positive pressure ventilation without checking with Langdon first.
Which is exactly the wrong call. How do you put positive pressure on a chest that already has air leaking into it? The pressure turns a small pneumothorax into a tension pneumothorax. His vitals crash, and Langdon has to do emergency needle decompression to save him.
And this is a pattern. Last episode, Santos asked about doing a chest tube on a patient who didn't need one. This time she actually acts without authorization and nearly kills someone. Robby tells her every order goes through a senior, no exceptions.
What's interesting is Garcia, the surgeon, actually defends Santos, calls it an honest rookie mistake. So you've got 2 philosophies clashing, strict chain of command versus learning through failure. The ER can't afford the surgical approach to autonomy.
Speaking of learning, Samira has a strong hour. After Santos badly handles an emotional moment with Jenna by trying to distract her with small talk, Samira pulls her aside and explains why that doesn't work when someone is in real distress.
The same quality Robby keeps criticizing Samira for, her slowness, her thoroughness, is exactly what makes her a good teacher here. She also diagnoses a 12-year-old with an imperforate hymen and explains it to the girl's single father with real warmth. No condescension, just compassion.
And then Jenna's departure scene. She stops to apologize to the Bradleys, Nick's parents, and tells them the full story. A study group, someone knew where to get pills, and Nick volunteered to go pick them up as a favor.
So Nick wasn't using. He was doing someone a kindness, and it killed him.
That transforms everything for the Bradleys. And Nick's now been sent for a cerebral perfusion study, the last test before formal brain death confirmation. His parents are still hoping.
A few other cases worth noting. Mel and Samira find a hair wrapped around a baby's toe, causing all the crying, which is a neat diagnostic moment. And Javadi quietly fixes a misgendering error on a transgender patient's chart without being asked.
Small act of dignity in a system grinding everyone down. Meanwhile, the psych patient who's been boarding for days gets an emergency sedation. Whitaker earns the honor of getting urinated on during the takedown.
Welcome to emergency medicine.
And late in the hour, Collins takes over a medication abortion for a 17-year-old named Christy, performing the ultrasound herself. The show doesn't say it out loud, but Collins is secretly pregnant with a history of miscarriage. Administering an abortion while hiding her own pregnancy.
That juxtaposition is doing a lot of work without a single word of dialogue about it. And the episode ends with a man seizing in the waiting room. How much more can this shift pile on?
4 hours into a 12-hour shift, and the cracks are everywhere. In Robby, in Santos's judgment, in the system itself. Nobody's okay, and the day is barely a third over.
Nick Bradley's final brain scan is in progress. Robby's had 2 flashbacks in 4 hours. Collins is hiding a pregnancy while performing an abortion.